This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer. The one, the only Apefather in the house. There he is, baby. All right. I'm a little pissed off at Elon Musk. I know he probably will never see this video, but I wish he would. You know, you sometimes come across like a hypocrite, bro. You really do. You really do. There's something that I love about this guy, and there's something that I hate about this guy. I'm gonna be honest. It's becoming like a love-hate relationship I have. You're like, you don't have no damn relationship with Elon Musk. Well, just how about my personal feelings on him? Is that good enough for you? All right. The thing I love about the guy is he's a genius. I mean, he's probably the greatest entrepreneur that ever lived. And you have to give him credit. He's got diamond balls of steel. 2008, the guy was in the gutter. He was asking his friends to borrow money to pay rent. Can you imagine that? To buy food. He was basically almost finished. Okay. He only had a little bit of money and he had to make a major choice. What do I want to do with this money? Do I want to put all of it in one company because he had SpaceX and Tesla? Or do I want to split it and put half in one company and half in the other company? Now, by doing that, it was much more riskier because by putting all of the money in one company, it had a greater chances of success. So he has diamond balls of steel. It all worked out for him. He's like the world's richest man. He's going to be the world's first trillionaire. So all of that, I respect him. I admire. He's the man. Okay. Now, what do I hate about the guy? He talks the talk, he doesn't walk the walk. You always say that you're for the people. You always say that. And you know what bothers me? All of these short sellers, all of these hedge funds have been shorting Tesla. You beat them, okay? And it's like, you see what's happening right now with AMC. You see what, I know he knows it. Okay, you see what's happening with GameStop. You know that you can easily step in, Elon. You hear me, Elon? You can easily step in and just buy the friggin' float, okay, and shove it right up the hedge funds behind, okay? And you know what? I know he feels this way because he made a comment, okay, to Gary Gensler, all right? When Gary Gensler said, we have the transparency rule proposal, and Elon tweeted, you should add synthetics to that proposal, to the transparency rule, okay? So he knows all about what's going on, but yet he doesn't act. He buys Twitter. Why Twitter? Like, why? Why? Because you're on Twitter? Is that why? Because, it's like, once again, it reminds me of what Bill Gates did, okay? It reminds me, like, Bill Gates comes across like he's this big, charitable humanitarian. But if you really look into a lot of the stuff that he actually donates to, there's always something connected to Microsoft in some way. There's always something to benefit. Like one time, I'll give you an example. He donated computers. Him and Melinda. I think now things are not working out for them anymore, Melinda Gates. But he donated computers to like libraries all around the country. The only problem is on the computer, okay, he had, obviously Windows on it, as the operating system, and it only connects to Bing. Like, in other words, that's it. It automatically goes to Bing. So once again, it was kind of like an advertising tool for Microsoft. But I'm donating. That's kind of like what Elon's doing. It's like he's investing in Twitter because Twitter is his main platform where he's got multi-billions of followers. And, it makes sense. I understand why he's doing it. But I just think he's being a little greedy little piggy, only thinking of Elon. Why don't you do something with all that money you got? Why don't you do something good? Okay, why don't I see how he wants to make a change, how, he's in contact with Vladimir Putin, and that's beautiful. That's great. Okay, that's awesome. You want to make world peace. Listen, God bless you for that, Elon. But it's like, wouldn't you also want to make Wall Street fair too? Wouldn't you want to make the average Joe have a chance? Because you have great wealth, okay? Think about the people throughout this whole country and even the world who don't have, they're starving, they're struggling, and that's why they're in AMC. And that's why they're in GameStop, Elon. You hear me, Elon? They're in AMC Entertainment, the movie company, and GameStop, okay, GME, because they want a chance of what you got. a chance of the dream, a chance of having a piece of the pie. Like you ever see the Jeffersons? We're moving on up on the east side. Come on, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Okay, we want a piece of the pie. Okay, you could help us. You have the resources. Don't you want a fair Wall Street? Don't you want a fair, a fair world? Okay, well, think about buying AMC and GameStop. Elon, help us beat these crooked hedge funds that are using fake synthetic shares to drive the stock down illegally and illegally beat, retail investors, millions and millions of us worldwide. They're cheating, Elon. You can help us, Elon. Come on, Elon. Come aboard the AMC and the GME train. We want you. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm just a wild entertainer. Send this to Elon. Tell him to contact the Apefather on YouTube.